What I'm going to show you now is some pages of my book, quite old one, Time for Redemption. Okay, many editions. Being motives tracing significant dates in our late history. We have the Tapshin Samach, which is 760, which according to one opinion the process will start, and the other one, 6-day war, and the Declaration of Israel. So all those days are in this book, explaining exactly where they are indicated. But what I'm now to concentrate is on the 6-day war, because if you follow my YouTubes about the dates of Messiah which were missed, and this was the date, such clear and significant Bible quotables. So I go now to show you those pages from my book which deal with this date, 726, 27, 28. So let us see now a few pages. We try to explain each page properly. So as I said, this is the cover of the book, the first edition. There are many other editions. You can get it in my site, GlazersonBooks.com, or in Amazon.com. Kindle, I don't think so. Bring my books, but this is hoping that Judaica books have still this, but this book came out in many editions, very interesting. Was translated by Rabbi Hillel Findel, very good translator, nice English. And so what you see, or let us see now, to try to explain to you what you see here, and we'll be able to read a little bit of it. So this is basically the page which is called the post-Shemitah phenomenon. So remember, post-Shemitah years are quite significant, but sometimes we are missing them. So let us see what we have in this page more. So this is what I brought here, the discussion of both the first and the second panel took place on Tisha B'Av of a year, during a Shemitah year, after a Shemitah, both of them. History has shown that these years are prone to tribulacious events. According to Am Yisrael section of previous year, example of this in our 6-day war, which occurs following the Shemitah year of 5726. Amazing. So, exactly what is written, that after Shemitah year the return for Messiah. This is what we also hoped will be here, but apparently no repentance, no keeping Shabbos and so on, so we had to wait. But it's unbelievable that the 6-day war was exactly the right time of Messiah. Also giving a lot of strength to what I said, and what I showed him is a very significant Bible code. I hope that you looked at it properly, because it's one of the strongest ones. We have there the date of the 6th war, coming with the Wailing Wall, coming with the miracles in the 6th war. Unbelievable. Okay. So here is an interesting idea which is brought by Rabbi Yehuda Rosenberg, his commentary to the Zohar, Ziv Zohar it's called. So he cites the following quotation from the Zohar, and expressed beautifully really on the events of the day of the 6-day war. So this is what he brings there. You see it just now, down on the page here. So there is a verse which says the following. God says to the Jewish people, in the evening I'll show you something that you will know by this that I am God. So you know that I am the Lord. Interesting, you have the source exactly. So the Zohar says that Erev in numerical value is 70 Ein Resh 200 and Bet 2. 272. So Zohar says if you take this down from the end of the millennium, the end of the sixth end. So we are now before still, yeah? So if you take the numerical value, the gematria of Erev, which is 272, so 1000 less 272 is exactly after the sixth devor, which is 772. That means if you take here Erev, yeah, again, so, no, sorry, really, in fact, what he says clearly is if you add this, it means the evening, the time to evening, to the five, to the taking again less than the 6,000, which is the end. So 6,000 less 272 is 728. So again, to explain to you that what you should really know, it means the evening basically is before the beginning of the night. According to the Jewish law, the beginning is in the night. So when you speak about our evening, it means it is before. So this evening, therefore, is before the end. So thousands, the thousand is the end of the millennia, right? And we are now in the sixth millennia, right? So the world is supposed to be still not so few, more than 728 years. But this is what I brought then, and according to this comes out that the time of the evening is 1,000 less 272, which brings exactly to the year immediately follow the sixth devor, right? Mentioned many times, right? So clearly indicating the Zohar that we'll know about God in this year, sixth devor. So this is really, again, we see that you understand exactly. So this is a verse which is the source you have here, but it says, "Come the evening, and you shall know that I am the Lord your God." So this is what and the Zohar, this is what Rabbi Rosenberg cites the following part in the Zohar, and explains that the idea is that on this year, which is 1,000 less 272, which is 728, is we know about God. No doubt great miracles happen at this time. We saw that best meeting of the Torah was the sixth devor with miracles. No doubt that miracles happen in this year. Nobody can argue, because half of Tel Aviv already were ready for cemetery, and because the Egyptian planes were ready with full of explosion to bomb Israel. Miracle happened, and all these planes were finished, destroyed. So this is no doubt that it was the sixth devor, and we got back Jerusalem, we got back everything that we lost, Judah and Samaria. So no doubt that somebody opened his mind, clear indication to this verse, the Zohar. Let us now carry on to another page. So this is a page about this one. Now, second page says the following, Let us see what it says. So here I explain really the evening, the word evening, with gematria value is 272, indicates the evening of the millennium, exactly, or 272 years before. It's called, at which time we will see glorious miracles, affirming God's ever watching over us. Amazing. So this is exactly the translation of what we spoke before. So this, of course, refers to the year 5728, which 272 years before the year 6000, and is a year immediately following the Sixth War, when we call the second temple was destroyed in the 828 or 170 years before the end of the fourth millennium. We see a clear inference to toward years period that Jerusalem was not in our, I think it is 1900, years period that Jerusalem was not in our hands, dating from the time of this its capture by the Romans to its liberation from the hands of the Muslims, from the all others who had Jerusalem before, on the 20th of Iyar, which also we saw in the table. This date was especially important in that it is 43rd day of the counting of the Omer, the day of Rabin Candace. This is a sphere, Rabin Candace. Today is associated with Jerusalem. So it means the spheres of this day is foundation and kingdom. Loving kindness and kingdom clearly indicates, the loving kindness of this day with royalty, which is associated with Jerusalem, to which Hashem, which God returned us with loving kindness of the day. It's unbelievable, because the days of the Omer also have important message, and exactly the day of Jerusalem is in the sphere of kindness, is the first day of the 7th week. Kindness is in the last of this 6 months, which is kindness and foundation, and kingdom, which is Jerusalem, is the kingdom. When we go to Jerusalem for the kindness of God, for most of this 1900 years, we said, from the time of the destruction, which was 3,828 to the 578, exactly 1900 year period, Jerusalem really came back. So, very interesting, definitely, how everything already was indicated about in my book a while ago. The very old book is the first edition that you saw. It came many others. Also, it came in Hebrew book, definitely, and I think also in Russian. I'm mistaken. Quite a lot of my books were translated to Russian. So, interesting, as I said, and unbelievable. So, let us see if there is another page here. So, let us see what is the next page. No, if you get the book, you will see much more. But, So the second page also adds to this calculation, to this year, a very interesting way. So, this is in connection, if you remember, also I mentioned, where there is a verse in Genesis right in the beginning, which says, "V'ruach Elokim merachefet al pnei hamayim," which simple can be the wind of God. It was hovering, but in a deeper way, it indicates the Spirit of God was hovering over the water, and the clue says that if you take the numerical value, of the letter hovering, merachefet is 7 to 8, also immediately after the Sixth War. So the first full year of our sovereignty over the holy city, 5728, because we got it in the end of 27, is alluded to the various sources as an especially significant time in the redemption process. The Arizal, Rabbi Zikloya, demonstrated how the second verse in the Torah alludes to the year as a time of revealing of the Spirit of God, and this was what you saw just now, Averin. Further on, when Jacob, on the deathbed, gathered his sons for his final blessing, he said, "Come together, I will let you what is going to be." So, let us see if I have the other page also here. Yeah, I think this is the last page. The last page, if you want to know what happened afterwards, you should see my book. In fact, I brought very interesting indication that the time of the Arab will have control, the Muslim will have control of Jerusalem exactly the Gematria of God blessing to them, like God said to Abraham, Ishmael Shmaticha, you wanted me to bless Ishmael, I will bless him. So if you take the Gematria of this verse, this is exactly the year, I brought exactly the year from the time when the Muslim, it means had control Yerushalayim, was about 632 years around after the beginning of the era, 600 until 1967. I brought exactly this account. Also the word Be'achrit Hayamim, in the end of days, also the Gematria with the two verses come to 728. So, as I said, it is so unfortunately that people, I don't know if they will look properly in this table which I found, so significant. You have there the war of the Sixth War, miracles. You have there minimal the Torah 5, 27. Yeah, and within this date you have the Wailing Wall, minimal the Torah, Kotel. And you have there the days, the months of the war, year. So what can we do? People's minds are blocked somehow. The truth is so clear. Okay, but there are some people like Professor Michael, some Dr. Rottenberg, some others that really change their life. In Russia, they were not educated so much for faith in God. Now the Orthodox Jews keep everything, Shabbat and so on. So as I said, very interesting. Some pages of my book, all my books, you can get my books in GlazersonBooks.com or Glazerson.com or in the Amazon. Then you can see all the list of my books, quite long one, pure languages, Russian, English, French, Japanese. Okay, so I think it's interesting and strengthening Emunah, really. If you look into this table, you will see immediately it is an unbelievable phenomenon to have so many significant verses and many significant scientific really idea.